Hey guys, how's it going? We are back with SNHU Esports. We are here with some Rocket League. Let's get straight into it here. We got Hector with his ball going straight in here. A demo coming out pretty early. Brandon's also here with me. How do you feel about these demos so far?
I mean, hey, demos are a good thing there. We see Lamb getting into the air and taking it, and SNHU always playing pretty aggressively. Or Chalk here knocking it off the wall, and everyone is.
Yeah, cool little purple scene we got here. Not sure if that's a user setting or not, but I can tell you from our teams, definitely have Somber on the board, definitely got AJ there. Not to mention there's a SNHU tag on the side there, just so you guys don't get a little confused. And Hector, of course, the one and only. Unfortunately, it is hard to see which goal is whose. I can only imagine that AJ's bringing the ball not towards his own goal here. So early demo coming out here. Ball also hitting this corner. AJ looking to get control of this, but taking it kind of slow. Hector gonna hit it up to the side, and there's gonna be no connection there. AJ still keeping on that pressure. We see a demo come out as well. Somber getting control of the ball, but Chalk gonna try and hit it out of the hands here. And we may see a possible goal come out, but doesn't look like it's gonna be able to. And AJ still, once again, keeping on that pressure. SNHU just wants to keep on getting that ball as close as possible to that goal. Hector with a great block right there as well. Now his ball is just staying around the outside of SNHU's goal. Not a lot of boost from everybody here. Somber gonna also get that away. AJ keeping it high in the air, but Lamb may go for the strike here. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna go towards SNHU's goal.
Yeah, both teams were kind of playing that little low air game through the last come here. You see Calico here. Trying to knock it in, and there's Somber. AJ there gonna keep it out of the goal as Chalk. This is gonna keep it alive here, and it goes towards Somber, making another save. Lamb is gonna hit it into that corner knock wall. AJ finally gonna send it all the way over to the other side, and is not gonna be able to get to it for Calto there. Does manage to knock it back to SNH. So Somber now taking it into the midfield and going around the corner is gonna miss that tap. Hector though trying to send it front of the goal, but it's going to get stopped right in front of Dangerous Thing. Lamb there is able to knock it away, and that ball is going to go flying back towards SNHU's goal and into the corner as Lamb going to slow it down in the corner, try to get it going. Hector tries to go, and it gets knocked away towards the corner. AJ and Somber there both going to AJ, though, is going to get demoed, and Somber is just carrying it all the way down the field. Chalk is knocking it back, and we're going to see ball once again go back to SNHU's side. They're kind of just stuck there in their own corner a little bit.
Yeah, and ball's gonna come out pretty high up here. Another demo as well. 2 minutes left on the clock here. No one has made a goal so far. Lamb is trying to get control of this ball right now, but Somber is really making it hard. Hector hitting it up towards the side here. I wonder if anybody from UCONN is gonna try and contest that. Looks like Calito is going to go for that. Still keeping the pressure mainly on SNHU's side of the field right now. Before in the start of the game, we saw the ball really pressuring towards UCONN. But as of right now, SNHU seems to get a lot of the pressure.
Yeah, SNHU here being stuck a little bit in their own corner. As Calico, though, tries to go, but Somber is going to keep it out of the net. Is now looking to send it. Chalk, though, SNHU getting a little bit more knowledge on how these UCONN here plays, as they are just slowly starting to get the ball just over the head of the players. But so far, it's definitely been an airborne game. And Somber there is going to get demoed. AJ, though, tries to send it, but Lamb and Ocalto there do manage to not get out of the air. Somber having it once again is going to carry it, tries to do a flip, does manage to get it past one of the defenders. The Chalk there already set to receive. And we see Somber knocking towards the goal. It might go in! Somber getting the first goal of the game.
Absolutely amazing goal right here. We see Somber hitting it from pretty far, as well as the bounce comes down. It looks like no one was able to get there in time. There's just not enough boost there. But 45 seconds left. We've seen faster goals here. UCONN definitely has a strong chance on getting a very early goal. We can only wonder how they're going to do so. We see Lamb get a high control, but not enough boost. But Lamb actually gets that immediately there. Looks like everybody from UCONN just decided to go for the cross all at once. Lamb really just getting the last touch, and then AJ tried to knock it out of the air, and then Chalk also just bumped AJ out of the way. So 1-1. That was like a 6-second goal. And now either team has around 30 seconds to try and get another goal in. And Hector is going to be the one to do it. with 3 seconds. That was a 3-second one, I believe.
I mean, hey, Somber just put it in the right position.
Yeah, literally just like that. Easy goal for SNHU here. Now all they got to do is keep playing that kind of offense for another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, not too long. And going to the kickoff here, Chalk is going to put it onto the SNHU side, though, picking it quickly. AJ and Hector, they're both going for it. Calico, though, trying to keep it in the airborne, but he's going to get knocked away by Somber. Lando is going to quickly pick it up. AJ is going to send it Chalk for the slowdown. Hector is definitely going to keep it going. Everyone is trying to keep it on the UCONN side of the field right now. Lots of airplay. You see both teams are jumping into the air, knocking the ball down. Not really seeing the long carries that we've seen across the field here. 2 seconds remaining. All S has to do is touch the ground one more time, and that is going to be the first win in for SNHU, providing there is not another goal. It's still in the air. Somber, though, does knock it down, and it is going to be the first win for SNHU.
Yep, that is currently 1-0, and it is a best of 7, I believe.
Best of 7.
Best of 7 set here. So that was just the first game. Like I always say, first game is typically just a feeling out game, just trying to see like how the game worked. Not how the game worked, but how it went, what strategies these guys use, just overall like what happened, basically.
Right.
So I'm pretty surprised that it was really even in the beginning, and then it kind of crumbled towards at the end. So if that makes sense, I wouldn't say crumpled. That's not the right term. But it was like
I think
it was even at first.
It was
and then
even.
It wasn't.
I think it was even all the way through. I just think SNHU got a little lucky on some of those kickoffs, especially there. Somber just hitting it, hit that right direction. Hector happy falling right behind, and able to knock it in. And that really, that was the only difference between the two. I mean, we saw SNHU get the goal, and then 6 seconds later it comes back. So I think these teams are going to be pretty close, and we're seeing a lot of not really long, high, mid, or air play. It's very short, very low to the ground compared to what we see in the rest of the season.
Yeah. I think like last week that we saw, it was a lot of airborne stuff. This time it's a little bit more low to the ground. So we'll have to see how that changes the gameplay for this game here. But let's see this next game as we go in. Already kickoff, already started. We got the colors back. Amazing stuff to see here. We got Ocalito with control here, keeping it towards the corner here, like always. And Hector trying to send it flying, but Lamb keeping on that pressure, knocking it to the other corner here. And then we have a possible goal incoming. Chalk there
Somber
with that cross, with Somber with the save, and a demo coming out. Lamb is going to use this to get some space advantage here, passing it over to Chalk. And then unfortunately not able to get an opening out right away. AJ trying to not get out of their hands here. Lamb keeping it up in the sky. Somber going to be able to get the last touch and just send it over to UCONN's goal.
Yeah, Calito there is going to be grabbing it and sending it back towards the goal. Sends it into the air. AJ, though, does miss that and might bounce it. No, Somber is going to keep it out. Hector there knocking it into the corner, into the midfield there. Is going to keep it alive. Hector, though, sends it over the defenders. Not quite as it goes, just wide of the net. I thought it was about to go in from that angle. And the ball is now going back towards the SNHU side of the field here as we see Ocalito does send it just towards the field again. Again, both these teams are fairly even with their playability. I think it's just going to be a 1 or 2 goal difference. Maybe even see 1-0 most of the series.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw some really close goals here already so far. I'm pretty surprised we haven't made any yet, or UConn hasn't made any. I feel like these teams are pretty evenly matched. I know it's only the second game, but I have that feeling that these are going to be run down to the wire every single time here. So Somber getting this ball up here. Hector still keeping on that pressure, knocking it up in the air here. Let's see if anybody's able to get a touch. AJ's going to be there just to keep the ball moving, get some, just keep passing the ball around, tire out the defenders. And Somber is going to try and get there, but Hector sends it flying. Calito sends it back, and AJ is actually on the receiving end here. Let's see if SNHU can use that to their advantage here. Somber's going to go up high, Lamb's going to knock it down low, and Ocalito is going to try and get a touch here. Looks like he's going to be able to, but accidentally sending it back towards UConn. But luckily Chalk is there, and Lamb tries to make a goal, not able to though. Calito also gets demoed out. SNHU's got a good amount of space to capture here, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so with his ball still just moving back and forth between the fields here. Hector is trying to get in a good blocking position. We see Somber already with the save come out as well, and AJ wants to get this ball very close. The demo comes out. Is anyone going to be there for on the receiving end? No. AJ respawns back, knocks it up high here. Lamb goes for the cross and not able to get a goal there. Somber, not sure if he blocked that or not, but regardless, just hit the top of the goal post, was able to get that out of there. The demo comes out as well, and AJ is just trying to get this ball here.
Somber there is going to knock it down, slow it down into the field here, and those send it towards the goal. Might be able to force it, and not quite, as Hector is already on the defense. Is able to knock it away from the goal. AJ knocking it back towards UCONN's side of the field, though it might be dangerous position. Somber already in position there, and it's going to go high of the net and just miss it, as we see it now going back towards the midfield. And Chalk here just keeping it airborne, playing with it a little bit in the air as it goes through, knocks it towards the goal, but no one is there to receive it and send it towards SNHU goal. Dangerous position for SNHU to be in there. Ocalito, though, is going to send it. AJ's going to hit the ball high, and Chalk there is going to stop it and keep it on the SNHU side. UConn here playing very aggressive on the SNHU side. Hector is going to knock it away towards Somber. He's going to slow it down, is going to bounce off that wall. 1 minute remaining in game 2 here. Lamb and AJ both fighting for the ball as Ocalito there is going to take it, and Somber is going to get that save as it goes high off the net. And it is once again stuck in that side. Hector going to deny Chalk there. And AJ is going to send it all the way down the field, trying to get the ball. As both teams are just pretty even overall. It's just UConn here is having a little bit of a easier time getting it into the offensive zone.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and there's been no goals, just a lot of passing, a lot of close calls. Really good boost management here. And overall, I think these players are just kind of like, man, just 1 goal is all we need. And it's unfortunate when you don't get that. And we see a demo trade also come out, 2v2 now, just for a little bit. 10 seconds left, maybe heading into overtime for a sudden death here. Let's see if the goal is able to happen. SNHU is really pushing for it right now. They do not want this ball grounded. They're passing it over to Hector. Barely able to keep it up, but it gets grounded at the last second there.
And now we're going sudden death here. First team score gets the point. There's Chalk as he drives it towards SNHU's goal. Tries to get ahead of the ball to redirect it. It's not going to work. Somber there getting that rebound off the wall and preventing Lamb from really moving forward. Lamb already has the ball. Once again, SNHU is trying to keep this ball in the air, send it across the field. Both teams scrambling to get some. Somber, though, might be able to knock it down. Lamb, though, is going to send it. Hector keeping it on the UConn side as he drives it towards the net. And Chalk there going to knock it up. But AJ, though, tries to slow the ball down just a little bit, sends it down, but no one is quite ready for that. And here we go. Lamb, though, might send it, knocks it the other direction as Chalk now sends it back towards his own field for Ocalito to receive it and tries to send it towards the net. Somber taking control of this ball, going into the corner, and is going to run in the air, not staying airborne. Passes it to AJ just a little bit too far ahead. Really knock it towards the goal as you see that ball going down. Hector, though, is going to knock it up, tries to slow it. But UConn's already there playing for the defensive as you see it slow down a little bit more. AJ, though, does knock it. It's going to go high and wide there. Is not going to miss a shot. AJ, though, is going to get demoed there. And it's going to slow down the roll here as UConn now pushing it towards the side. And AJ is going to launch it into UConn's corner.
Absolutely. Now Ocalito, sorry, is going to come in here, get this ball control, send it flying towards UConn's goal. Not able to get it. There's a demo coming out as well. Poor Hector is gone for just a slight moment here. And we do see that Lamb is going to try and get a touch here. Just kidding. Chalk comes flying in. Now Hector hits it up. Chalk gets another touch on it too. I can only wonder how long this game is going to go for, because I feel like there is no progress from either team right now. And they're trying out new stuff. We see some ground pitches come in. Chalk is still just keeping it high, trying to pass it to his teammate here, but unfortunately SNHU sees the read on that, knocks it out of the trajectory that they were gonna send it into there. But see if anything happens. Been around 2 minutes. We do see another demo come out from Hector onto oh my goodness, onto Lamb, I believe. And Somber, super close goal here, going for it, gets one touch. No one is there to help with the goal there. So they're just gonna have to keep trying and hopefully have some really good defense for when UConn goes on the attack.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 2.5 minutes over into the overtime right now. Neither team here is able to get it, but Choco does manage to send it over one of the defenders, and SNHU does manage to launch it to the other side, Lamb knocking it back to the field. However, that ball is not going to go very far. As you see, AJ just carrying the ball, is going to just lob it over, but Chalk there denying the ball from going any further. Calito there, gonna send it. Somber though already predicting where the ball is gonna go. Lamb sending it into the corner as HH just gets in the air, knocks it, slows it down a little bit. And right now, both these teams are just dead even, as you do see the ball there go towards the net. Does not get too much there. Hector and AJ tries to knock it out, but no one from SNHU is quite ready to receive that ball. Somber though tries to go, and it's going to get stuck in place right there. Tries to knock it, and goes back towards the SNHU side here. Both teams just are not good. We could be seeing this for a minute here. I don't know how long it's going to go. It's going to be the first team to make that mistake. Calito, though, is going to carry it all the way through. Somber there is going to stop him just short of the goal post there.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to set up for another cross again here. Hector's going to go from defense, just try to send it. Unfortunately, didn't send it flying, but did a little bit of a pass, I think, just to help get more of that ball control. Make sure that UConn's not the one running where the ball is going here. Somber also able to get a little bit of a touch on that. We do see a demo come out right onto Hector. So a defender down for just a little bit. Ball getting super close to that goal, but SNHU still keeping it cool despite how long it's been. Still keeping up with this ball, keeping up good boost control, and is still just trying to push for this first goal of the second game here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see an end to this game anytime soon here. 4.5 minutes, we are almost at a normal round here. As it gets deflected towards that goal on the UConn side, is not going to go too well. And Somber, though, does manage to save it. I thought it was going to go in there for a second. Somber now going to ride along the wall. Does try to get it out, but is denied there. Hector is airborne as well. We see the ball going just wide of the goal for SNHU. And Somber here going to carry the ball. Does manage to flick it just over. It is intercepted by Lamb, though. Might be able to knock it in as AJ there. It does keep it out of the net. Chalk coming in, and Calito there both going for it. Kind of cancel each other out. Lamb is going to stop it as it crosses just over into the midfield. AJ, though, does manage to get it past on Calito and is going towards it, but no one from SNHU there. Somber racing back to get the ball, does manage to get it, and we are over the 5-minute clock here. So we have already played a whole other round of Rocket League, and this was game 3 here. Hector and Lamb, you're both fighting. Somber, though, slowing it down. Does manage to get over the defender, but it's going to hit the wall and bouncing it off himself, not quite allowing that ball to go in.
Oh, there's a demo coming out, but before the demo out, didn't end up to get a touch on it. Chalk playing it safe, did not just send it towards SNHU's field at all here. AJ almost getting that goal there, but Calito is there with the save here. Somber going up pretty high for some more aerial stuff, but it looks like UConn, despite not doing a lot of aerial plays, is still able to defend that pretty well here. Hector's going to get a touch on this ball. They're going to rotate out the defenders. We see a demo come out, and now UConn's going to try and capitalize on the space here, but AJ is back for the save. And now Somber needs to get control of this ball, but no boost. What can you do? And AJ just needs to deflect this as far away as they can. Hector is going to try and get a touch here, but maybe some miscommunications happening on Calito's going for it. But it doesn't look like there's not going to be, doesn't look like there's going to be anything. We could be here for another 10 minutes for all I know.
It could be a while.
This is a pretty intense point right here. Some people might say, well, just give up the 1 point. I say tire the enemies out, depending on whoever they are, and then just go into the next game a minute after. But we could see a goal come out here. Oh, I looked at that was going to go in here. Lamb is going to get a touch on that as well. AJ wanting to get that goal, not able to, unfortunately. Ball hit up very close towards the goal. Doesn't look like SNHU is going to try and capitalize it. Hector gets in a good spot, but still kept it toward the corner. Demo comes out. AJ is just not there to get to get a pass in or a cross in here.
Lamb here going to the ball. AJ and Lamb both fighting. Hector, though, is going to take it. Might be able to drive it towards the net. Does go slow and is going to get punted away there as Ocalto rushing towards that corner. Both Somber and AJ going for it. Lamb already back on the ball here. As it does go towards the goal, and it's going to go in. Ocalto is going to get the goal. Almost 7.5-minute sudden death round.
That was insane here. Calito just getting that the last second there. Fortunately, Sommer wasn't there to cover just that teeny tiny part of the goal here. But 7 minutes, 7-minute overtime. That is something.
I mean,
that is something.
I mean, that's a round and a half essentially, basically.
That is basically one full Rocket League game and another half of that. And that was only the second game, by the way.
That was game 2.
So now we're in here for a good time. I would say we're in here for a long ride.
We're gonna be here till game 5 at least.
Yeah, these teams are very easily, not easily, but they're very equal in skill, and they're pretty like 50-50 when it comes to matchup here. So I wonder if we'll see another overtime as long as that one. That would be pretty cool to see. But currently at 1-1, and honestly, they both play super strong defense, super strong offense. It's really hard to say like what one team could do versus the other team.
Well, I think the main thing, at least from what we've seen, is that UConn has a little bit more grasp of their cycling. I mean, SNHU does it too, but we're seeing a lot more UConn having to push into SNHU, where we kind of every now and then we get a little bit of time on their side, but majority of the time we're playing on the defense. They're able to put their people in the right spots. So I'm kind of curious. We're also starting to see a little bit of small flicks right over the defenders. That seems to be working for SNHU at least a little bit.
Just trying to fake them out or go at the other direction at the last minute.
Yeah.
Let's see if we'll see that in game 3 here as we head in. Kickoff immediately starts. Lamb is trying to get the ball here, but Ocalto is going to get it instead. AJ now going to try and knock it out of their hands. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do so. Possibly an early goal here, but Hector and Somber both on the defense here. That's not going to happen anytime soon with those guys on the defense. So let's see what will happen as the timer runs down and possibly another overtime starts. But we already see a demo come off. Hector looking like he's going to play a little slow there. Tries to go for a Chalk. Is going to knock it out of the way here and get control of that ball. Somber going to knock out of Chalk's hands. And it looks like Somber and AJ are going to go for a goal here. Hector, though! You never expect it. You would assume the defender is in the back defending the goal. But just out of nowhere, Hector with an early goal. That's what we want to see. SNHU with the first one.
I mean, UConn kind of slowed it down in front of their own goal, which is a dangerous position to put the ball in. You're trying to slow it down there. That's here's the kickoff. Dane's going to go. Somber does manage to get a little tap that goes back towards our own goal here. AJ, though, is going to knock it slow and high. It's going to bounce off. No one. Hector tries to go for another rebound, but not quite. Somber going to get over into the midfield. Chalk and Lamb. And AJ might send it in. And it bounces off the top and in. 2-goal lead. SNHU leading going into this. Would be a pretty good game, actually.
What a difference from this game and last game here. We're already seeing double the amount of goals we saw in just a matter of under a minute.
I'm telling you.
SNHU must have figured something out. I think you were right with the flicks just at the very last minute, send the ball in a different direction or higher than they normally would. I think that's just working out really well for SNHU, and I think UConn is starting to get the read on those. But we'll see how many goals they'll have this game and see if SNHU is still able to hold up such a strong defense after getting very 2 early goals.
I mean, we'll see. Hector there is going to knock it away down towards the field, but Ocalto there is going. Lamb does knock it towards the goal. AJ there already knowing where the ball is going to go, and it just sends it slow and low towards the goal. Lamb going to get the ball. It's going to carry it through the air, getting denied, and AJ there going to send it towards the UConn goal.
Yeah, Lamb going to try and just get control of it. Looks like SNHU is doing their very strong tactic here and just keep cycling the ball, but it looks like I may have spoken too soon. The ball very close towards SNHU's goal. Lamb is actually just going to keep the pressure on these guys here. Hector going to knock it out of the way. Chalk also stopping the momentum that they got, but it looks like an open goal for these guys. What is happening here? We just see Chalk go flying for it, and then AJ just a subtle tap towards the goal. Nothing insanely fast here, but wow. I did not think we'd see a goal here with no defenders. But hey, if it's an open goal, you got to take it. You got to do what you got to do. We got 3 minutes left on the clock. SNHU in the lead here. UConn still has a good amount of time to get a goal, and Lamb does exactly that. Immediately, Somber tries to get control. Lamb sees the opportunity, goes for it. Hector tries to get there for the block in time, but it looks like he ran out of boost. Unfortunately, was not able to do so.
Yeah, that was a 1-3 here. So, I mean, SNHU does have the advantage here. Somber and AJ both going for it. Calito, though, is going to knock it high, and it does knock it in.
Wow.
That is 2 goals, and now they're only behind by 1.
Yeah, what seemed like such a strong lead was only 2 seconds. You know, it just seemed like 2 seconds ago they had such a strong lead, and now it's just like you said, literally one goal away.
It's going to be 1 goal lead.
We see Lamb putting it high. Somber also trying to just get a block on that. Was able to, luckily. A demo comes out as well onto Somber. We see AJ keeping it pretty high here, right over Lamb, and gets another touch. AJ is going to get a goal here. That's going to be great to see. We got 2-4 right now, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Last game was such a low-scoring game, and now it seems like this one's like so insanely high.
Well, I mean, it's kind of one of those lucky shots, and you get them in, and then you kind of get that rhythm in. It slowly starts building a lead here. Yeah. And Lamb, though, is going to go straight, forcing it into SNHU's corner. Going to get his own ball, knocking it down. Tries to slow it down. He's going to get denied there by the 2 defenders. Hector, though, is going to manage to clear it from the SNHU side, slows it down, misses the ball. AJ, though, is going to get it, and Somber might be trying to play the ball a little bit here. Lamb, though, is going to knock it up high and slow. Hector tries to come in hard and fast, is not going to be able to get the ball towards goal. AJ, though, does stifle the ball in the midfield, and Lamb just going to carry it. Somber trying to do the same thing, not quite to the same effect. Calito, though, is going to send it towards Chalk, tries to go in, and absolutely misses it due to the defender. Able to just lodge it away. It might go in, and Calito, though, is going to get the next goal, making it 3-4.
Look at that, Calito right there. Somber tries to get the block on there. AJ also just a second, not even like half a second away from saving that ball there. But UConn still needs another goal to tie this up in order to bring it into overtime, even want to get another goal ahead of that. But they got a good amount of time to do it. Honestly, I think SNHU should just play either super strong defense or offense here, just because you can't really afford another loss right here, especially after you've seen a game in overtime go on for around 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But it looks like a goal just went in. And I feel like there were defenders there. And I feel like it looks like it. Let's see this again. Ball coming in. Hector was trying to be there. Somber couldn't get there. Just wasn't at the right angle. And now things are tied up again.
Now things are tied. I'm telling you, it's going to be like a 1-goal game. And we might see overtime because I don't think either one of the teams are going to allow another goal. Calito, though, doesn't really have the ball now. AJ, though, is going to send it towards Lamb, though. Tries to take it away from AJ, but AJ manages to force it through. Somber, though, might splits it high. Is going to bounce off that goal, but might have AJ comes back. Hector sitting on that back line, waiting for the ball to come in. Calito, though, sends it towards SNHU goal, carrying it. Hector, or Somber knocking it away, but Lamb already holding it in position, tries to slow it down, and AJ there is going to knock it. Calito and Chalk both setting up here, and Somber there, once again, the loyal defender just knocking it away. There is a demo on Somber, SNHU down a 1-person, but does not be down for long. Somber already spawned back in. Chalk and Lamb both on that goal. Hector tries to steal it from Lamb, not quite going to be able to get to it as Lamb just carrying it. AJ gets knocked away. Does miss the ball down a goal, and Calito there getting another goal, and I don't know what exactly happened. He knocks it in, and all the defenders just
they were just all pulled,
grouped up. Hector tries to get it, it's not quick enough.
Yeah, they were just pulled away in the corner there. 30 seconds left. SNHU needs to make a goal if they want to tie things up, bring things into overtime. But they can't leave the goal open. Not with Chalk on the field here. Oh my goodness. Lamb just hits it over to the side here, dodges those guys, and Chalk just gets a free open goal here at SNHU. Now I got to to try and climb 2 goals in order to bring this to an overtime. And that's going to be already pretty difficult with less than 30 seconds remaining and possibly another goal coming in so soon. Lamb already establishing such a strong pressure onto SNHU here. We got 15 seconds left. Somber's going to go for the cross. Just barely in the goalpost there. They didn't do it, though. Hector is going to get a goal here, even though he was demoed out.
Hey, I mean, hey, goal's a goal. As we see, it goes off of Lamb. Hector just comes in
and then boom,
there's the demo.
That's the COD Martyr achievement right there. That is great to see. But 12 seconds left. Can SNHU do it is the real question within this amount of time just to bring Game 3 into overtime.
We see Chalk in the air. We see Hector going for the ball. 3 seconds, and Somber there knocks it just to keep it in the air. Everyone's trying to. Hector, though, keeps it in the air, but is going the other direction. As we see Somber, though, wide open in front of the net. And manages to tie it up. And it is now 6-6.
Yeah, that is insane. Somber just right over Chalk's head. It's the top of the goalpost. Things are now going to go into some overtime here. Let's see how, place your bets. How long is this game going to go for?
Another round at least 5 minutes. Both teams here are playing pretty aggressively. As we see, Calto is going to send it high, and it's going to get ricocheted back off the wall here. Is it demo? Hector gets taken out. Hector spawns back in. Somber now hunting it down the field, but Chalk already ahead of the game and is going to drive towards the net. Goes just wide, and Somber and Hector both going for it. Lamb slows down, tries to slow down the ball a little bit here. AJ goes for it, not quite getting into it. Hector or AJ completely missed the ball. As Lamb just drives it towards net. Ocalto, though, keeping it in the corner as all the players right now are just scrambling and trying to get this ball under control onto their side. Hector, though, might get it in, and it goes in. And 43-second overtime.
Let's go. That is amazing to see here. SNHU with that win. What a game. That was like, that was what, like 13 points?
Yeah.
What? And like how? How do you go from 0-0 and 1 point over the span of like 13 minutes to 13 points in 5 minutes, in like what, like 6 minutes even?
Yeah, I mean,
like how do you, like how is that? How do you do that?
Well,
like, I wonder.
I mean, again, it's, you know, you get that one goal, you kind of build that momentum. You
Yeah.
kind of just go into get in that zone, you really focus in. However, I wasn't expecting, because we were ahead by 2, stayed up, and we're up by 4.
Yeah. And then
slowly
we just
crawled out.
I don't know how that happened. I mean, SNHU was up, and then they were up, and then it was just like back and forth. But either way, SNHU was able to pull it out in the end here. So I wonder what UCONN's gonna do any differently.
Demo Hector.
That seems like it's just working for them. I always think the demo strategy, whichever team you're on, just constantly doing demos. I think that will always be a win.
I mean, eventually,
honestly,
you're going to catch them with one man down at some point.
It's going to help you with a goal at some point. But we love seeing demos out there, and we saw a good amount of them for like this game, honestly. So I'm excited to head into this 4th game here, and let's see what they got in store for us for all these demos. Maybe
more demos.
I'm hoping for more demos.
I mean, when in doubt, demo, right?
I mean, I can't even count how many demos we've got.
And it goes high, and not quite is going to bounce off. Lamb there, going to take the goal away. And AJ, though, just is
good save.
Save the day there. Send it wide. Hector now carrying it into the corner. There's a demo. Calto is going to get taken out now. Hector and Somber both on that side. Somber going to back up, get a little bit of boost here. AJ going to go high, knocks it, and Ocalto, though, is back in. Tries to rebound his own ball off the corner. Is not quite able to do it. Hector is going to send it. Tries to send it high. Is going to carry it forward. And there's a demo taking out AJ this time. And Chalk here going to send it. Hector just backing up into the ball. Does manage to stop it. AJ and everyone here just slowing down. No one's really contesting it. And there it goes back into the corner. Calto, though, that was a lucky save. He just happened to be right there. I don't know if it was going to happen. Hector now sending it down across the field. AJ keeping it in the air.
Yeah, we see 4 minutes still. Only 1 minute has gone by. No goals just yet. Hector still getting a good control and possession of this ball here. But now SNHU is just trying to get a goal, almost getting one from Somber, but Ocalto was there for the save. Hector trying to get it in, but not able to. We saw the ball glitching a little bit, looking like it was going to go in, but no forward momentum there to get that ball in the zone. And soon, let's see if anything will happen soon. I thought a setup was going to happen there, but nothing fell apart. Nothing was built there. But Somber, these guys still just really keeping on the pressure on UCONN right now. Doesn't look like SNHU's been pressured by these guys at all so far. These guys have been going so fast that we didn't even see Hector zoom on by and get that goal.
I mean, yeah, I see your chalk. You see AJ send it into that corner, land.
Who's got eyes on Hector?
Ground, hit
no
goes
one.
in. I'm telling you, this guy keep demoing Hector.
Yeah.
Hector comes in the last minute and just gets those goals.
If UCONN keeps just auto demos Hector, that could be a winning strategy for them. But as long as Hector's on the field, these guys are not safe with any goals. But speaking of Hector, he's already there trying to get ready for that cross. Somber as well, sending it a little far back than he would have liked, I imagine. Chalk.
So it might go in.
And that ball not yet, yeah.
Yeah, okay. AJ there is going to send it off his own wall. Somber knocking it in towards the UCONN goal here. Our corner, not into the goal. And Lamb there is going to send it high of the net.
Oh!
And there you go, Calto pulling the Hector coming in. And
that was a pretty good goal.
I mean, it was. You see Lamb there knocks it up into the air. Calto just launches himself.
Going.
Hector tries to stop it.
Very unfortunate to see for SNHU, but a great win for UCONN there. They have tied things up with around the half of the game remaining here. Things could still go either way. Both teams have plenty of time to score another one, but Somber doesn't want to waste any time here and get a second point for SNHU. Amazing goal right off the bat.
Off the bat. I mean, look at this. You see Somber there, just taps it in. No one is there.
Did not have to worry about any contests or anything like that. But as we go into kickoff again, let's see if UCONN will do anything different. It looks like, oh, that scared me for a second there, but Somber actually dodged straight to the left. Hector was there for the save, and it looks like they tried to go for another aggressive play by just flicking it super high up. Somber was there for the second touch, but wasn't able to get a goal right away here. And it looks like UCONN is now starting to put on the pressure towards SNHU. These guys are pretty, they're keeping it pretty good so far. It looks like Somber's going to try and go out for a demo, playing man-to-man. And Ocalto goes for the goal and actually gets it here.
I mean,
I'm not sure why the strategy was changed a little bit here, but regardless, UCONN, it favored in UCONN's, it was in UCONN's favor.
It was, yeah, it was UCONN's favor. Ocalto was the Hector of UCONN. Apparently, he's just coming in from all the angles. We usually see Hector. There's Chalk, though. Might be able to just force it into the net. Nope. Somber is there and is going to send it. But the ball's still going. It's an open goal. AJ just drives it straight in. There we go. Another goal. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this.
Yeah, it looks like each team here is just going for a super aggressive play. And while...
I mean, sometimes you just need to play super aggressive.
Yeah.
It means, hey, if you more balls to the net, and you're bound to get a goal sooner or later here. As you see Hector, Somber, though, doesn't manage to knock it away. There's a download, taking Somber out. Lamb just carrying it into the goal. We see AJ already just waiting for him to come by. Somber, though, knocks it towards the goal. Chalk is going to intercept that and force it away. AJ, though, tries to stop it. Hector knocks it airborne, but not away from the net. Goes to a dangerous place, sends it wide. Chalk just waiting for that ball, slows it down. Ocalto, though, is going to go. Hector tries to keep it there, all siphoning the ball in midfield. As Lamb, though, now is a wide open net here, but Hector does keep it out of the net. Calto, though, coming in for a little bit of revenge, but is not able to tap it in just enough. Hector, Somber. There goes Somber getting demoed. And here we go, AJ and Lamb, everyone playing into this goal as they are trying to get that goal equalizer here tonight. Ocalto, though, going to send it high and wide, bounces it just off. There is Lamb sending it up and high, and 1 minute remaining in here. Ocalto tries to get it, misses it. AJ and Chalk are both fighting for it. Hector, Chalk once again getting to the ball just before Hector, and Hector knocking it into their own corner. And we see Lamb going high, and there's another down. Ocalto, though, getting taken out because SNHU playing a little bit of revenge there for the demos we saw earlier.
Yeah, SNHU really playing heavy on the defense here. We see UCONN just go so strong and just insane amount of pressure on these guys, and SNHU still standing their ground, but I don't want to speak too early just yet. There's 30 seconds left. Across almost happened there. Lamb is going to get the receiving end of that now. Chalk is going to try and pass it over. Lamb still driving through with it. Somber trying to get control, but Ocalito hits it over to the side. We got around 15 seconds here, and SNHU is winning by just one. Lamb sends it up high. There's a counter starting to happen and gets the receiving end. Calito goes for the cross. He's going to try and take it slow here. It could work.
No.
Somber hits it right out of the way. 2 seconds left. That ball is still in the air. Let's see if they're able to get it grounded, and they do here. SNHU going to take the win for the 4th game.
I thought that was about to be tied.
I
thought that was about to be tied.
You know what?
With
With the streak that we have seen so far with the first couple of games, that wasn't the worst bet in the world.
No, I mean,
So,
just sat there, and then the ball was just spinning right on top of the rocket car, and the next thing you know, one little flicked it over there. We had like all 3 of SNHU's players were just like converging there to keip it out. Did keep it out,
Yeah.
but there's going to be a little bit more of a wait this time, as the other team needs to take a little bit of a bathroom break.
yeah, if they're taking a bathroom break, you should as well. We'll be right back in just a short moment here. We are back, and we're going to head straight into it. Hopefully you were back from your break here. We're already started off. No early goals just yet. Remember, this is game 5 here, I believe. SNHU has won 3 games, if I'm...
Game 4.
Game
We're on
4?
game 4.
We're on game 4?
I think we're on game 4.
I thought last game was just game 4.
Maybe. Anyway,
I could be wrong. Anyways.
Oh, to go, Hector! Gonna get that first goal of the game here. Just knocks it in. He just barely goes in here. We see AJ just backing up, goes for it, sends it towards Hector. Hector goes. And Calto, though, just not quite at the right angle, and it just bounces in.
Absolutely. And that was a pretty early goal as well. We are starting to see those a little more often here since the second game. And now we do see Somber getting demoed out there, but is able to get back just in time for the defense here. UCONN still going pretty strong on the pressure. Somber going to get the save on that. Ocalito tries to go for it, but unfortunately not able to do it just yet. And this is SNHU's this is the 5th game. So if they get the win here, this is, this will be...
They take the dub.
Yeah, they take the dub for these guys. But 4 minutes left. They've got 1 goal. Looks like UConn still trying to put the pressure, but it just seems like SNHU is able to kind of break from their zones that they were able to keep on them before. Keeping the ball slow, though. It looks like they're not going to get a goal right away, but came awfully close to getting it there.
Yep, and we see everyone fighting in the midfield. Chalk there sends it up. Hector, though, and Somber there. And there goes Somber as he just sends the ball into the corner as it Lamb there just knocks it away. Somber now coming back in, bounces off the wall, but no one from SNHU switch there as Hector goes for that pinch. But just get denied it by Kobe. AJ going high and knocks it in. That is going to be a 2-goal lead, but SNHU still has 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So
look at that.
Look at that beautiful little tap right there.
Yeah, Hector and Lamb both just collided with each other there. Ball got set off flying. Lamb tried to get a touch on him, but missed it by just a second. That gave Hector the plenty of space and opportunity to just send it flying here. But Chalk tried to pull a fast one again. Unfortunately, he was not able to. Ocalito as well, also trying to pull a fast on these guys, but now they got to rush for the defense. Luckily, Lamb is there, and tables have turned here. SNHU is now going to be the one on the defense so far, and Hector actually getting control of this ball. I thought, you know, UConn would have a stronger control here, but it looks like SNHU is just breaking through these guys right now.
I mean, hey, you get a couple of goals, like I said, just keep going, get that zone in, and it works. Hector and Chalk, they're both going to be fine for it as Chalk is sent towards Calico, though. Gets denied. It tries to go for that shot. Is not going to get that lucky bounce in. You see Chalk going high to knock it away from Somber. Ocalito, though, does try to take it, but Hector is going to send it, and it goes, but no one is there as Lamb is just able to nudge it away. And it goes into their own corner as you see Lamb now carrying it, sends it down. Somber going high, hits the ceiling as he just carries it down. You see Calito, though, already on the ground, getting ready to take it, and Calito is just going to go airborne, and there it is for the knock. AJ, though, and there's an open goal. AJ just has to tap it in. There it goes. Played a little too aggressively, and they paid for it.
How many open goals has AJ gotten today?
Two?
We need a tally or
2
something. But whatever the amount it is, AJ's doing a great job at getting those goals there. 3 goals so far. UConn at 0. 2 minutes left. Still not impossible to get those up there. We've seen them get 4 goals in a matter of like 10 seconds before. So I wonder what trick they're going to pull to try and just match things up here as the timer starts to wind down slowly.
Somber there just tries to jump, tries to force through. Both defenders managed to knock away. Somber, though, going airborne. Is not quite, it might be able to finish his own goal, not quite as the defenders, but AJ, though, comes back in. So goes high, and Hector goes in. Everyone is going. AJ, though, might get it, and it goes.
Another open goal.
3 of them to get the rebound in, but hey, if I went in, there's another goal. 4-goal lead right now. UConn is probably getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, UConn right now kind of just needs to figure out what's really happening. I think something I've seen is that they're overcommitting a lot. We've seen UConn do that, and it has worked in previous goals, but now that SNHU has seen that happen, the overcommitting just isn't working right now, and it just seems like they're just going to try and do that over and over again. We see Ocalito try to go for a goal there, but hitting it right off of Somber, going to try and just keep this pressure going, but Lamb running out of boost, not able to really put too much on. We see Ocalito just knock it over Somber there and just get that goal for these guys. Let's see that happen once again. Ocalito taking it slow instead of fast here. Somber tried to predict it, unfortunately was not able to. First goal for this game here, but remember, we've seen them score pretty fast. A minute 15, they might be able to catch up with 3 goals here.
Plenty of time with 3 goals. And we see Lamb there is going to knock it in, but Somber already waiting back there, figuring out where the ball is going to go. As we see it going into the air into the UConn side, as Ocalito there is going to get Hector, though, is going to knock it up. A little too airborne. There goes Chalk. Chalk got taken out, and both a defender and one of the SNHU players there try to go for the ball and cancel each other out. Hector knocking it in, might be able to knock it in the goal. Somber, though, gonna get it, and there's the assist from Hector, and it goes in for a beautiful goal.
Yeah, Somber actually gonna get the goal on that here. We see just a tap right in there. We see Ocalito as well trying to just get that out of the way, but unfortunately not able to. 52 seconds left here. These guys, UConn, they need to get a goal every 10 seconds or so if they need to, if they want to tie things up right now.
Which I mean, possible, you know, get a couple of the kickoff goals. You might be able to do it here. And there is the demo. There goes AJ. Hector, though, is going to knock it wide, but Chalk is going to keep it out of the net here. Lamb just missing it. Ocalito, though, is going to carry it down, but AJ's already there. 30 seconds remaining in game 4. As we see a dangerous slowdown there. Somber is going to knock it back into the corner. Does miss that rebound. Slows it down. Now he's going to knock it into there. Going towards Ocalito. Almost passing it to the other team here. Ocalito now having the ball. Carrying it. It might be able to force it in. Not quite. His teammate just went a little too early. And there's another demo. Ocalzo coming out. And Somber, though, forcing it down towards the ground. And 2 seconds remaining. All it is, that's a touch. Right now, Ocalzo, though, going in. There's Somber. Lamb already waiting for it. And
there it
everyone
is.
slides. And that is going to be the dub for SNHU.
That is a great game that we saw today here. Let's see. I was gonna say let's see the stats, but everyone's gone from the lobby once again. But what a game! That lasted a lot longer than I thought it would.
Right.
I think last week's game was also really entertaining and pretty long as
It
well.
was back and forth.
So this is a great change of pace to see. Not even a change of pace, but it's great to see
Consistency.
just longer games in general.
Right.
Yeah. But that was overall pretty exciting. MVPs for this, I think, for yeah. So for MVPs, I think we got Ocalito for UConn. That's got to be it
for sure.
And then for SNHU, I was thinking AJ for this one. He hasn't been an MVP for a while, but four open goals. That's a W right there. That's a W. That's MVP status.
Sure,
right
sure. Yeah. But you have Hector coming in from weird angles at the last minute, just knocking it in.
He's got 2 goals off of that, though.
I feel like he scored more than that.
Nah, he doesn't got. It's either Somber or AJ for this one. Hector, he performed as well as he should have for this game. But with that, if you want to see who the MVP is going to be next week, join our Discord, see who's the MVP there, and see all the updates for the esports arena, just everything we got going on. Tomorrow, we will be back with some League of Legends there. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.